you're in great company when you say that you need to focus on the Google reviews, right? Like there's some huge names in the real estate space that are saying the same thing of like, guys, you gotta have reviews, you gotta have videos. I think that, where I'd like to take this conversation is like maybe some of the things that are not reviews, because like, so for anyone listening right now, like you should solicit reviews when someone's very happy with the work that you've done. You should say like, here's a link. Please go to my Google profile and tell the world how great it was working with me. Done. Collect as many as you can of those. Right. And they will outweigh the good, will outweigh the bad. You'll have like high stars, all that kind of stuff. But I guess, I'm really interested to hear from you. Like you mentioned a bunch of other components there that, I know I hadn't really thought about. Yeah. And so like, maybe let's drill into those. And like you were even talking about backlinking business, whatever. Some of these terms sound a little SEO-ish. Yeah. Like, let's dig in.
Yeah. Hyperlocal SEO. Right. So SEO is this broad topic, and we don't get into website SEO or deep SEO in our business. That's a whole separate thing. But there are SEO fundamentals built into a Google profile. And to your point, if someone stopped listening to this podcast right now, which God forbid they would do that, but if they did this episode and all they did was get as many Google reviews as possible and put their headshot up there, they would be 65% of the way to a fantastic, optimized profile. However, if you look at a Google profile for a nail salon, they'll often have products. It's actually built into the profile. And that seems like just a visual thing. Like you're showing the consumer that you offer different types of nail salon services. I don't know why I picked nail salons. I've never been to one, but I drop my daughter off at one often with my wife, which is expensive. So they've got these products built into the profile, which are visual. And you think, oh, great, that's a place for a business owner to show their wares. A real estate agent, other than listings, may not have products, and real estate agents don't always have listings. However, you need products in the Google profile. It's not just visual, it's technical. So there are products that real estate agents always offer. They always offer home buyer consultations, home seller consultations, property value analyses, these types of consultative products that should be in a suite on the profile, not just to show the consumer, but because Google likes it. When you click on one of those product images, there's verbiage and there is a link, and that link should go. Now, there doesn't have to be a link, but there should be a link. And if it goes back to the website, it's the same website that all of the things about that realtor online are linked to. And that's called a backlink. And the more places that your name, address, and phone number are linked to the same website, that's an SEO fundamental. So to your point, Chris, as I dig in, it's important to dig in, but it can get a little bit complicated for people. And so that's when they come to us and we show them this stuff.
That right there was a killer tip, right? Because I had never thought about using the products and thinking about like, I guess what services, that a real estate professional could provide, and then putting them in there, and then, giving yourself your own backlinks from Google,
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
So, okay, I want to keep pulling this thread on like elements of the Google business profile that can be optimized. But, maybe a question that I've got for you real fast is like, and you kind of addressed it before, which is like, this doesn't really feel like traditional SEO. So like anyone that's thinking like, oh my God, it's like meta tags and it's backlinks and it's whatever. Like, I don't know. My instinct here is like, no, this is like a marketing channel that you need to be thinking about that should probably be at the top of the list.
Yeah, I mean, it trumps everything else. In fact, in my estimation, because, we'll get a call from a business owner, a real estate agent in particular, all the time that goes like this. When someone looks for real estate agents in Austin, I want my website to come up first. Mm-hmm. It's not happening. It's not happening. I mean, come on. There's 20,000 real estate agents in Austin. I don't know how many. They all have websites. Some of them are the index site on their Keller Williams page or EXP or whatever it is. Some of them have invested a lot of money in a beautiful, dynamic website with IDX, et cetera, that does lead gen. And you are trying to beat in that search Realtor.com, Redfin, and Zillow, and all of these different websites, and you want yours to be at the top. And they say, just use SEO to do that. So now we get into keywords and long tail keywords and all of this sort of content built into a website to get it to rank. If you did a search like real estate agents in Austin, there's something else that pops up. amongst all of those websites. And it's usually right away or in the first half of the page. And that's called the Google 3-pack. And the Google 3-pack are the top 3 Google business profiles. So there's your shot, especially if you're in a smaller town, of ranking on page 1. And below the Google 3-pack is a button that says more businesses. And when you click that, it's all of the real estate agents with Google profiles in that city. So there's your opportunity to rank. And so to your point, in terms of SEO and all these things, the first thing we always say to folks is you can door knock all day. You can send mailers through all these great programs like Corfact or Every Door Direct or whatever it is. You can do all kinds of online ads, everything you would do. But at the end of the day, this is the one thing you truly control, which is what shows up for you when someone looks for you, which they all will if they've been referred to you, and your ability to rank amongst other real estate agents. That's why that piece is so important.
And it's almost like a more fair game. So like it is interesting to say like, oh, I want to go compete with, with Zillow or Redfin, and that's going to be really hard. And just, okay, well, you're at least 15 years behind. Right.
Exactly.
Even if you had the budget to compete with those guys. Right. So really like the answer there on a strictly SEO basis is you're going to have to carve yourself out a niche. Right.
Exactly.
But what you're saying is, no, you can actually go compete with these guys because when someone does go looking for the real estate agent in Austin, there's something that Zillow doesn't even qualify for. Like they are one business and they're not in Austin.
Right. Exactly. That's right. Yeah. Exactly. That's such a good point. And also, folks, real estate agents don't all offer the exact same thing. Many do things, have specialties. For example, we have a client who speaks Mandarin. Well, the fact that she speaks Mandarin can be built into a Google profile. So I may not be looking for a real estate agent in Las Vegas. I may be looking for a Mandarin speaking or Chinese speaking real estate agent in Las Vegas. Now the outcomes are totally different. And it's, again, this isn't just what shows up on Google. It's in the profile. It's built into the Google profile. And this profile, once again, is free. And so when we're meeting with clients and we spend 30 minutes doing a free consultation on their profiles, I say, look, do you speak another language? Often they do. I mean, I live in Southern California. There's a lot of folks that speak Spanish, but you wouldn't know it by their profile. And there are people looking for Spanish-speaking real estate agents. So again, there's so much power in this. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. No, I love that because think about the other side of this, right? So we're going to get nerdy on you here for a second.
Yeah, please.
People tend to interact with their phone or their browser in their native language.
They sure do.
And
That's
so like depending on what the browser settings are and depending on how the person is typing that query in, they're going to get different results. And so if Google sees Spanish language, Spanish question, or even Spanish language browser setting, but English question, it's a wild card of what they throw out there. So yeah, you got to tag that up.
Absolutely.
We have a customer that's in Hawaii that's her entire site's in Japanese.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly. And so she's done a great job of building out this Japanese website. Does her Google profile also reflect the same? Because it's just getting all of that information to coincide and match in as many places as possible. That's going to help her to rank for that query.
This episode of Keeping It Real is brought to you by Real Geeks. Real Geeks is the all-in-one real estate sales and marketing technology platform that is designed to make real estate professionals more efficient. New for 2024, Real Geeks has 4 packages. The base package, which is the same platform that everyone's used to that starts at $299, as well as 3 packages that include leads. So if you're looking to upgrade your technology and get leads, we've got something for everyone. All of the packages include SEO Fast Track, which is Real Geeks' AI-enabled SEO tool, which builds out long-tail, programmatically driven AI content for your listing pages. Data coming off this has been great in terms of generating long-tail traffic for our customers. You want to check this out? Head over to realgeeks.com and tell them that you saw us on Keeping It Real.